What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Negative Degree Podcast, where we take the phrase positive vibes only and we punch it in the face. I am your host, DJ Frostbite. Joining me again, I have the fabulous Jake Bond in the building. What's up?
Hey.
Now, if you can see this, again, it is another audio podcast, but I know you see the episode title. But before we get into that, I should say like, share, subscribe, all that fun shit. Before we get into our topic, I want to say this. It is fucked up and it is a tragedy that Roe v. Wade has been overturned. I get it, I'm a man, but I support all women. I'm not a fucking misogynist piece of shit. Yes, I do say a lot of things about women on this podcast or just in life, but that is not me trying to have women get anything. Women deserve their rights. Let's put it like that. I may say things about women and girls or whatever, but it's mostly like personal or like personal experiences or like dating shit. It's never a women don't deserve rights or anything like that. It will never be that. You will never hear that from me. So the fact that this is happening, it is a slippery slope for what is waiting to come for all women out there who don't support, abortions being over, like Roe v. Wade being overturned.
Who don't support abortions being illegal?
Yeah, who don't support abortions being illegal. We stand. I guess we stand with you because
we're trying to.
Yeah, at least trying to. Like we get it. This is not our fight. We shouldn't be. Like, should we be talking about this?
We're guys who say there's a women moment.
Yeah.
But then we also acknowledge, fuck, they're people. There are people.
Exactly. Like we get it. This isn't a topic we should be talking about. We honestly should have thought about getting actual one of our female friends to be on the podcast. I will try to get someone that I know on here for the next one because this is going to be oncoming. Like it's going to be ongoing. Sorry, an ongoing thing. I'm a little flustered with this shit because it does piss me off. But it's going to be an ongoing thing. I have a lot of female friends who I will ask and see if they want to be on this and talk about it, who are way more knowledgeable about this than me. Even Jake is more knowledgeable about this than I am.
Dude, I only did like 2 hours of research.
In those 2 hours, you did way more than I did. I'm just giving the platform. But we stand with the women who think overturning Roe v. Wade is wrong. If you're a man out there and you think we're fucking cucks or any other dumb shit, you can die today. I don't give a fuck.
Check your privilege. I'm just saying it's like I was saying earlier, man. It's like a socioeconomic deal here. It fully is. It's an attack.
Yes, it is, and it shouldn't be that. Women should be able to do what they need to do. Yes, I know it's a cliche thing, but out of all the shit that women had to go through, and me saying this as a black man in modern America, having to see what my people had to go through, women had to do the same thing. Women didn't have the right to vote. Black people didn't have the right to vote. We both were treated like shit. So I feel for this shit because I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, they're going to come out the gay people next." I'm just like, no. It's most likely going to be black people next because they're going to try to take away a lot of our rights too. But I care about what happens to women. Like I said, I say shit. I've said shit on this podcast about women before, but it was never out of a misogyny thing. It was more about personal experiences, my dating life, and shit like that. Yes, I do get all women aren't the same. I definitely do get that, and I understand that. Do I generalize? Yes, and I apologize for it. But for this topic, we want to talk about it to show support and solidarity. If there's anyone who feels like we shouldn't be talking about it, sorry, especially from women. Guys, we don't care. Like, if you're a guy, you think that we we shouldn't be talking about this,
Then why
or
are
you
we
don't,
on it?
or you think that this isn't a big deal. Fuck off. Drive, like, get in your car, do 100 on the fucking highway, and crash that shit and die. I don't care anymore. Like, for real. Go, find the tallest building in your area, and jump off of it and just splat.
Let's calm down a bit.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I get you. But
I know it.
saying,
Like I said,
let's reel it in because, like, dude.
but there are those people though.
No, I know, and fuck, dude. I hate to say it, they're fucking incel piece of shit. Like, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, here we are.
Yeah. But get your comments in. If you want to talk, if you want to get into the conversation, do I have it up? Yep, I have everything up. Leave a comment. Get your comments in. Let me. If you want to talk, if you want to get into the conversation, let me turn that down. But yes, leave a comment. I'm streaming this on Facebook Live, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, everything like that. I have the live chat open right now, so if you want to leave something, leave it, and we can discuss it. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just looking for it. Sorry about that.
But yeah, today has just been a crazy day because this is what I woke up to. Like I didn't wake up probably I woke up 3 hours ago, probably, and just scrolling through Facebook and just hearing this shit about how the government overturned this. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh, it is something that can be a tragedy because of what else can lead to this. I see this as another way of the government trying to get, like I posted earlier, it is the government trying to get things back to like the early 1900s, where women really didn't have rights, and like they really didn't, and it's fucking sad. And I know people are like, oh, well, that's just then. I'm just like, no, because I've said this. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The more people try to say, oh, we're progressing and this and that, the more and more it starts to just revert back to what it used to be.
I mean, dude, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Not even 1 step back. It's like 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And for anybody to go like, oh, well, things will change. And like, yes, go vote. I said August 2nd is supposed to be when the vote is. Go vote. Like, vote no. But whatever the thing is, like, go vote so that way it doesn't get fucking overturned for your state or whatever. But it should have never got to this point in the first place. It never should have gotten to this point. And we see it every single year where they try to do things for women to just not have their just civil rights just to be a woman.
Go as far as women. I mean, I go further than that actually at this point. I'd say at this point it's a control game.
Mm-hmm.
They want control at some point. And hell, Rothschild and the other old motherfuckers who are still up there, like, seriously, they're going to keep pushing to get the control. They're going to keep pushing to go this route. Like, let's be honest. Hell, the KKK had how much of route within politics? How long ago? Like 1970s, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, but here's the point. We're at a point where they want control, and they've taken a step. It's a huge step. It's a fucking leap. And this leap is going to lead towards the other issues that are here to come.
Yeah.
Like, they're already pushing for pretty much rewriting other amendments. Like, my position on the Second Amendment there, for fuck's sake. Like, the Founding Fathers want us to have military-grade shit, cannons and muskets. But, shit, I mean, we also look at it like this. I do see the point where people are saying, like, the Founding Fathers didn't intend this. Yeah, okay, if we want to go that route, well, they didn't intend women voting. They didn't intend free slaves. Mm-hmm. They intended only strict white people who owned property to basically be in charge of this shit. And here we are.
Yeah, like I said, the more things they try to change, the more they stay the same. And I want to say this is a surprising thing, but it's really not. I mean, look look how everything has been going the past 10 years, 5 years, whatever. The government or just like the world in general is trying to make it seem like everything is progressing and we're all in this together and we're all happy, joy. Like, no, we're not. It's still things that we're trying to fight for as people. But for women in general, it's always been a two step forward, 10 steps back thing. Same with my people. It's 2 step forward, 10 step back. We saw that with the fucking Juneteenth shit, where all these different companies, and I talked about on the last podcast, all these companies being like, oh, we want to support black people, and you got a shirt that says, I'm black, but on Juneteenth, I'm blackity black. I'm just like, or having fucking Walmart doing Juneteenth flavored fucking ice cream.
Have you seen the fucking hair pick statue?
I have not.
Like, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. It's a goddamn hair pick with the fist and shit, and I'm like,
which I actually do have a pick like
oh,
that.
no, but I'm saying to like categorize that with it. I'm like, really?
It is. It's like I said. It's the same with women where they want to say, "Oh, we support women. We support this," and they do things that don't show that. And this is one of them. You know, it started with even the fact that in the U.S., women don't have like great maternity leave, like things where in different countries they have like 3 years of like maternity leave to where
No,
I think
3 years.
Yes, I'm not bullshitting. Yeah, it's certain countries where like women have like I think it's like 3 years of maternity leave.
Like the longest was like 8 months.
No,
let me take a look at this.
I believe if I'm correct, I do believe that there's like a country, I don't know if it's like Australia or wherever it is, it's somewhere where women can get like a decent amount of maternity leave, you know, because they want to make sure that your baby's taken care of and that you can be there for them. I might be wrong on that. It might be a little bit.
Dude, it's 39 weeks in the United Kingdom. Like,
I says 34. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it just gets lower from there.
Oh.
Hey,
maybe I'm wrong, but I thought I heard somewhere it was like pretty long. But hey,
we gotta start rehearsing these things.
I mean, hey, like I said,
I mean, at least for our facts. Like, let's be honest.
I mean, that's the point of this thing. It's like, hey, I'm misinformed sometimes. But hey, like it comes from a good place.
3 years.
Hey, I thought it was somewhere they did that.
Hey, nah.
It might be, and
Trust
I
me,
just don't know
it'd
where.
It'd be great.
Yes.
Like it really would. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I mean, opposed to what? Like the fucking 2 weeks you get here or something like that.
No, the U.S. is shit. Like
Yeah.
I've said that.
And you barely even get paid for it.
I've said that multiple times with the healthcare system. Like, God forbid.
It's sad that most states you get more time off for getting married than you do to fucking having a child.
Yeah, that's vacation time, my dude.
No, some places they'll give you like it's not even PTO, which is like, oh, you're getting married. All right, here's
like what, Hobby Lobby?
I don't fucking know. I might be misinformed on a lot of this stuff, and I apologize for it. But still, like it's shitty here opposed to different countries, and I don't want to make it seem like like just go to a fucking different country, because there are certain liberties in fucking the U.S. that we do get that other ones don't. Me personally, I do want to get the fuck out of the fucking U.S. because to me this place fucking sucks.
You get pulled over while driving while black. So
exactly.
I mean,
I get pulled over just for anything.
Yeah.
But it is just fucking sad how, you know, we as Americans, like, we treat women. And I mean, I'm not going to say what I was about to say, because then that would be some... Actually, I'll fucking say it, because I can't say women are treated better in certain aspects of the world here than in different places. Because yes, there are parts of the world where women are literally treated like second, third class citizens, where fucking a house cat is treated better than most women. where
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of Felix.
yeah.
I treat that cat better than he.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a true thing. Like, go to parts of the Middle East where women aren't treated the best. Like they're trying to progress. Like I think it's only like one woman in like the Middle East where she's actually able to drive and like actually go out the. Yeah, I believe. I'm not bullshitting.
I mean, maybe drive alone.
Yeah.
But also certain parts of the milk. But
Yeah.
we need to read up on this stuff more?
I mean that's us as Americans.
I know.
Fucking Japan, where we talked about this earlier, out there on a previous podcast, where the legal age of consent is fucking 13, and it's so many like girls, like young girls, getting like raped and shit, or just seen as sexual objects. We have that here, where it's like a lot of pedophiles and stuff. We can't say that.
The way the government would say it, dude, like if it's underage marriage, like child weddings still happen within the U.S. and that's not deemed pedophilia.
Which is strange. That's strange and it's asinine.
It's kind of like how you're allowed to be a stripper and it's not prostitution if you're wearing heels or if there's a camera. Like if there's a camera, it's porn. If you're a stripper, you're in heels. But if you don't have those things...
Which, it took them a long time to fucking get on porn, too, because it was a lot of, like, underage girls getting into porn.
Oh, yeah. But, like, dude, the legality shit's just there. Like, there's moral right, then there's lawful right. Like, and that's just D&D logic there. But let's be honest, the spectrum kind of fits. It's just old men trying to tell fucking women what to do because that's what they were used to when they were growing up, and it's fucking sad. And I know there's fucking women out there too being like, "Oh, I see no problem with this." I'm like, no, it's definitely a fucking problem. And it'd be different if it was like if it was a thing where it was like there are women out here getting abortions way too much because they are just having sex with all these people. And then instead of taking a plan B or whatever, they are just going to get abortions. That's a different thing. And I think we talked about that too before. Where it is a difference from someone being like abused and harassed or raped and shit like that. And their only option is having to get an abortion or whatever. Over some chick who just fucks everybody in the neighborhood. And instead of her... Okay, then we reach a different aspect.
Yeah.
And let me bring this one up to you. Prostitutes, for example. You know my stance on it. I believe it should be legalized. Sex work should be fully legalized there. And I'm like, one, their job will require that. Or at least a preemptive method. Condoms, things of that nature, and safety. But this kind of all leads to the next deal we're going to be talking about, though. The, Plan B and what may be to come from there. Like,
I mean, they're already talking about trying to make a male version of not Plan B. Well, a male birth control and stuff like that. But yeah, the
plan. They currently have one, but
yeah. I mean, yeah, that is one. Like getting snipped, yes, is one. But they're trying to make like a pill or an injection or whatever. And I've been seeing that a lot too on Facebook. It was like a lot of women be like, if you want to get with me, you got to get a vasectomy. But I was like, jeez.
Don't say it. Okay.
Don't say it, dude.
I'm just saying, you ever notice how you see that from the women who already have kids?
Yes.
And it's like, okay, no, I'm not doing a surgery to get with you. I'm sorry. But my body, my choice.
Man, say it louder for the people in the back.
Yeah. No, but dude,
and we're not trying to joke about this at all. Like, we are being definitely, like, we are serious about this situation.
You can either joke about it, or you can embrace the suck and joke about it, or you can let it destroy you.
Man.
That's the thing. Like, seriously, death of humor is the death of freedom. Like, the second you get there. I hate to say it, we have to joke about it, because it's like, this is insane.
True.
Like,
I don't want people to be like, oh, they're trying to be, like, yes, there is a double standard in a lot of things. That is very true. There are a lot of liberties that men get that women don't, and there are some that women get that men don't. Now that's a conversation for a different podcast.
Yeah.
But I mean, outlaw Plan B.
Outlaw Plan B and ban contraception are the next two big things. Like in federal ban on abortion. Like right now we're in a state level though for ban on abortion.
But it legit just feels like what they want to do is just over fucking populate the U.S. and then they want to have like this is what it feels like. They want to overpopulate the U.S., which is already fucking overpopulated as it is, with people having kids and stuff because people have like fucking 6 kids.
The thing is, dude. Okay, so
well, let me finish my point. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But to have that happen, and then once they all grow up and shit, because more than likely there's going to be another fucking war. There's going to be another fucking world war that we're going to have to be a part of for no fucking reason because everybody hates us because the U.S. is like fucking number one target for what they make it seem like we are. Like we're the number one target for every fucking country out here. And guess who are going to be the ones to have to fight in this fucking war? All those fucking kids. It's not going to be us. It's going to be our fucking, like, our spawns.
Hey, we don't know their gender. Like,
yeah. Okay, it's going to be the men, women, thems, and its
and
of
Zems. Zems and Z's.
What?
I am sorry, dude. I have to laugh about this because legit, this is insane to look at. Like, it's insane to even think about because, like,
it's gonna be our children the one who's gonna be in this like next war because this is what it feels like. It's like they want us to be overpopulated and fucking poor while the rich get rich, and then they're gonna fuck up the world even more, and there's gonna be a big ass fucking world war. And like I said, the ones who are gonna be in this shit, it's not gonna be us. It's not gonna be our generation. It's not gonna be the younger generation. It's gonna be our kids. It's gonna be our kids and the next generation's kids, possibly. And that's the fucked up part. It could be a thing where they want to find a way to bring back fucking like child labor laws and shit like where kids can fucking work because you see this shit and like and this might not be true, but like in like in Asian countries and stuff. No, all right, cool. So that shit ain't true. Well, it's certain things where it's like
it's certain deals, yeah, but like
it's certain deals.
No.
Like, but yeah, like factory work or like slave labor shit like that. No,
sweatshops, yes.
Yeah, sweatshops, yes. Or, and this may not be true either. This may be just like dumb speculation, whatever. But I think it was a thing where, like, kids in like certain Asian countries, whatever, like they actually like work at like 5 or whatever. But it's like chores and shit around the house.
I mean, isn't that what our kids do?
No.
No. Shit, I was made to do chores by the time I was about.
Shit, I didn't have fucking chores. I was a fucking kid.
Nah, but dude, okay. There's another deal. So, if not war, here's the other deal I see happening, and it comes back to the baby bust that I've been talking about for a while. We don't have enough young people to support the elderly and the wage and everything of that nature.
But it's too much elderly.
No, but here's what I'm saying. By having that, it's restricting Congress's spending power, since I hate to say it, they get through our tax. Like, that's just how it goes. So, due to the fact of the baby bust and everything of that nature, we're just fully going to a point where they're finally starting to realize it. Hence the hiking gas prices. Hence, basically, Roe v. Wade getting overturned. They're trying to make it to where there's more income coming in the future, because they know for a fact that if they don't, they're going to have to take a pay cut. And question, do you think the greedy dragon is going to ever let that shit happen? Hell no. Like, we're just in this point.
And the fact that we have these, like, fucking old people in government, in Congress, in the Supreme Court and everything like that, having these people try to tell us what we need to do when they should be the ones that are, like, more sympathetic to this shit. They're the men and women who had to see their parents or whatever have to deal with that shit. Having to see, women are now able to vote. women can now do this. Like seeing like
Dude, currently we're seeing people who benefited from that though in Congress.
Yeah, that's
like,
the sad
that's
part.
The issue. We're seeing people who benefited from after that stuff got overturned and before everything basically fully happened. And God forbid unions and stuff like that. That was a big reason why everybody was with the Democrat Party, because basically it got to where they could afford houses and shit like that. But I'd say it, Roe v. Wade got overturned under the Democratic regime. So it's like, shit, wake up, people. It's both fucking sides. There's no side. They are the same fucking side. Sorry.
No,
but
get into
like
it.
Legit, we're seeing people who are in their 60s, and it's been proven that people of their generation highly exposed to lead poisoning, which has been shown to basically reduce empathy. Like shit, it's worse than Coke on its scale on how it reduces that empathy capability. And we're seeing this stuff come into play. We're seeing the people who are from the boomer generation who came out from the greatest generation.
Which ain't true.
No. The greatest generation came before the boomers. They were the people who came back. And then we have the silent generation too. But, like, the greatest generation got shit back on track. We were there. And, like, shit, look back at Bill Clinton. Yeah, no, he got a blowjob underneath the desk from his secretary. We can invent
but
that.
He was getting shit done.
He was doing shit. And that's the main thing. Like, we don't see that. We haven't seen that since him. We've seen a few little steps here, a few little steps there, left, right, back, track, go around. But at this point, we're at a full deal where not a single one's actually done shit for the people.
Yeah. Like, Clinton, he tried to get shit done. And with him, he had Democrat and Republicans in this thing because he wanted to hear both sides of things. Which is a good thing to do because you just can't have a bunch of fucking glad-handed yes men.
You can't have sick fonts.
Yeah, sycophants.
Sycophants?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't have a bunch of glad-handing yes men. Vince McMahon. I had to put that one in there.
Who's the turtle-looking motherfucker?
The turtle-looking.
The turtle-looking motherfucker.
I can't think of his fucking name.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
everybody does. Like, you say that, immediately people are like, oh, you mean that asshole.
I know who you mean, but I can't think of what the fuck his name is right now. But, yeah, just the fact that it's so many people just want to be yes men instead of being like, no, we shouldn't be doing this, we need to do this, shit like that. It's fucking frustrating. Like, there is no reason why the world should be like this right now. To where it's not like the fact that this is like the one we are the generation of like anxiety and shit because we have no idea what the fuck is going on. We are basically we have more anxiety than people who had to deal with fucking the depression, fucking really out of all the shit that
the Great Depression. Like, I mean, we're about to reach there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm like it's getting to that point. Like,
I mean, shit, they just came out with bioengineered cows to combat the heat.
Yeah. Like we are going through so much shit as a nation and as like just our generation alone. Like we deal with so much tragedy that we don't know how to fucking deal with it, but we are vocal about it somewhat.
Question: how old were we when 9/11 popped up on the screen and we saw a bunch of people just hop out the building and die?
I think I was kindergarten.
Yeah, same.
But I never saw
7? Screen just comes on and you see people jumping out and just let the bodies hit the floor. Like, no, we are not going that route on this deal.
You said it, and then
I know, but I'm like,
but no, like I was 6 or 7, but I never saw like what actually happened with 9/11. No, but having people going to war, then just like all the fuck. Like, do you remember swine flu?
Yeah, bird flu too.
Bird flu, swine flu,
dude.
All these fucking like we have more diseases than fucking anything. Like we're just now coping with COVID. That's gonna be my next podcast now. Coping with COVID. No.
Oh, that would have been better during the pandemic, I think.
Yeah.
But no. No, but dude,
you could do something else.
That's the issue with traffic, though. New diseases come into play. Like diseases, they'll evolve. Like, and you get these new things. Like this.
It started with smallpox and the Black Plague, and now it's fucking COVID.
I mean, back then the Black Plague actually was shown to be kind of a upper. Surprisingly, after it was all said and done, because like wages got distributed to the lower classes, less population, more land dispersion.
See, that's what I feel like COVID was supposed to be, because people were dropping like fucking flies, and it was like, all right, we are now like we're losing people, so hopefully things will stop being as overly populated. But then with this, it was like, oh no, we need more people to push this shit, so let's make it to where women can't fucking get abortions and shit.
I mean, dude, we've been in a baby bust, and the big reason why is the easy access to abortion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy because shit's expensive.
Yes, I mean, shit. We seen it with formula, where people can't even fucking afford it or even get their hands on it.
See, that's another issue that's coming.
Like,
apparently, talking to like people in Canada and Mexico, they aren't dealing with that.
Yeah, because they have this shit. Yeah. It's only here.
But like, shit, it goes back to like food processing plants burning down. And I'm not gonna go a conspiracy route today, but like,
I mean,
let's be honest, we all got our chart.
I mean, I kind of went there with like, I was like, COVID was killing people, so they were like, oh, well, we need to push more product, so let's make it to where people have more kids. But then they like the fact that a fucking thing of like Similac is probably more than some Coke right now. And I've said that out loud before. Like, the price of fucking Similac is probably will cost more than Coke.
Probably. I mean, the biggest issue we're facing right now, and dude, it's like I was telling you about that woman's help group. Remember this one woman who was producing excess amount of breast milk? Mm-hmm. She ended up going into the group and being like, "Hey, I know stuff's expensive. My child no longer needs to breastfeed. I currently have all these bottles of breast milk. Does anyone want it?" She got kicked immediately from the chat. Like, and I get it because some people are like, "That's unsanitary. I don't know this random person."
Yeah.
Things like that. But the deal is that if it's a decent person doing that, which I like to see the best in people.
Obviously, that's where I'm the opposite, where I'd be skeptical about it. And again, as men, we don't know about, like, we can't really speak on the shit. There's more women who can. And please leave comments on this. Like, we are live streaming this right now. Get in the live chat and we got discussions if anybody's listening to it. But shit like that, I can kind of see why. Like, do that. I feel like that kind of is like kind of doing your own time thing. Yes, is it nice what she was trying to do because it was like, hey, I have this, whatever. Yes, but at the same time, there are people who you're like, I don't know what this I don't know how this person lives, or like their lifestyle, their routine, anything like that, what they consume in their body. And it is that kind of thing because.
I mean, my mind just goes back to wet nurses and shit. Like, they've been around. That's probably one of the oldest professions there because it's like, kind of goes back to that old phrase, it takes a village.
Yeah.
Which, at this point, really, I do think it's going to take a village to afford a fucking apartment. Or house.
A house, yes. Apartments.
It depends on where you live. But
as someone who's trying to move, yes. Might be fucking moving to Kentucky or some shit. I don't know. It depends.
Gonna get that good KFC, right?
No, I'm gonna get that good A&W.
A&W? Oh god, dude, shit.
As someone who lives like a mile away.
I tried the one with the Long John Silvers and just no.
Because it just smells like fish the entire time. As someone who worked like a few weeks at a fucking A&W Long John Silvers, if it's just on its own, it'd be better. But it's the fact that you're getting fish, you legit getting fucking surf and turf.
Nobody likes fish. At least the smell. Let's be honest.
I don't like Long John Silver. I used to like it when I was younger, but now I'm just like, why is this shit yellow? Like I feel like this shit shouldn't be yellow unless it's like lemon pepper in it. Which if you put that much lemon pepper on some fish, or anything, you're dying at like the age of 40. Because that is just too much. So anyway, we're getting off track here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Dude, we have to joke about this shit. Like,
we do.
We do because like
it's a serious. Is it a serious issue? Yes, but at the same time, there are certain things. Like I said, I brought up earlier, it's a double standard for a lot of things. Like men can do and women can't, and things that women can do that men can't, or we can't, or we. It's a big thing. And the fact that we're talking about this right now is probably not our place to, and we get it. And I will try to get somebody on here who of the furry female variety. I will get one of my
female variety. Did you really just say furry?
I said female variety.
Okay. I'm deaf, man. Fuck.
But I was like, why am I saying it? Like, they're like, get a female friend on here.
What is a woman?
Shut up. Shut up, shit.
No, but Jesus.
I'm gonna get one of
We will get somebody with a
Yes, I'm gonna get someone with a vagina on here.
Uterus, dude. Like, shoot, because this affects them first. Because, like, dude, also this is gonna lead towards HIPAA violations. It's gonna lead towards a lot of other deals. Like, doctors have always had that deal with. I mean, that's an upside about a doctor. Like, shoot,
Go ahead.
I remember back when basically I did a few adult things that I was not supposed to do at my age. I talked to the doctor about it. I drank too much, probably at the age of 18, and it ended up going there with alcohol poisoning. He's like, okay, we will take care of you. I did not get charged with underage drinking. I did not get charged with anything at that point because I was honest with my doc. I'm like, that's the thing that I see is going to be fully violated because, dude, it's like I was telling you, if it's not a natural miscarriage at that point, we're reaching a point to where people can be put in jail. Like, yeah.
And that's gonna be the sad thing is like a woman going to jail for trying to get an abortion done for not just for having sex or whatever. It's could be just because of getting one, and it could be a good reason. It could be, oh, I got raped I got raped by some asshole who was following me, or it could be a child. What we talked about earlier, like it could be a child who, oh, my uncle was abusing me and my parents didn't know about it and shit like that. Anything. It could be fucking anything. And the fact the government is just like, nope, you got to carry that little motherfucker for the rest of its life, so that way we can kill it later on with cigarettes and war and drugs and whatever else.
Shit, you don't even need all that. You just need the bills and working 9 to 5.
No, that's gonna kill you.
Okay, yeah.
Like the bills and shit is gonna kill you. Having the kid and making it go through all that fucking stress and bullshit by going to war and whatever, that's gonna kill it. Yeah. Like the government wants to kill your kids. They don't want you to kill your kid. Well,
they want you to kill enough kids to where basically they can still support their paycheck.
Yeah. Like they don't want you to kill it before it becomes a baby, because they want it to grow up so that way the government can kill it.
Medical debt, student debt, things of that nature. That's how they control. No, but I'm talking about the thing I'm talking about here is the public control, not the external control. Because let's be honest, with war, things like that, the government's not going to have complete control over it until they know exactly who is winning. But here's the deal: they want localized control. That's the big thing I'm seeing here, and hence where this deal where how is it? One guy talked about unlawful miscarriage. That was his words. We're reaching a point to where privacy is going to be non-existent in any way, shape, or form, and it's already pretty much non-existent. But like we had a few settles, we had medical that was kept to us. That's protected by Hiring Act, everything, and
shit, I mean, privacy is already out the window because of like you say one thing around somebody and your fucking cell phone picks it up. It was a story where this girl, she was pregnant. But she was trying to avoid telling her dad or whatever. And I guess...
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah. And Target, of all places, were sending her, like, coupons for, like, diapers and other different shit like that. And her dad calls and was like, why are you sending my daughter to this? And I was like, oh, well, she's pregnant. And it was like... And that's how her dad found out. And shouldn't be that. So, like, privacy shit is already out the window when it comes to anything.
That's why you want a VPN.
Yeah. NordVPN, no man.
We aren't sponsored.
No.
Like,
If there's a
yet.
VPN who wants to sponsor me, go for it. Like, hit me up. But yeah, the privacy shit, it's already out the fucking window. Even if you do shit on fucking incognito, they're still gonna get your shit. Guys and girls. So if you're trying to fucking hide porn on incognito, there's a way to fucking get through that shit. If you're trying to hide your fucking spending shit from your man, ladies, you can still find the shit.
The easiest way to go about it is to get a P.O. box that your husband don't know about. You can get the bill sent there, keep a separate card.
Or just fucking UPS ground.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry. Sorry. I'm like, shoot, Jesse searches for presents when I get shit for her birthday. It's a nightmare. Like,
yeah, I'm single. I ain't gonna deal with it.
yeah, lucky ass you.
And no, it's not. Like this even with okay, I'm gonna say this too. With this fucking happening, it's even worse for me. And I use condoms.
Dude, the funniest strike I've seen as of late is the "we won't have sex if Roe v. Wade gets appealed." Like, because in a way, I'm like, okay, you guys are giving the conservatives what they wanted. They wanted abstinence. Good job. But on the other end, I'm just like, those poor liberal husbands. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying my best.
They're gonna get laid regardless because they got all the fucking money. It's us who is affecting because it makes it. As guys, we already get the whole thing of where egotistical misogynist trash and shit like to a lot of women. When it's not really the case. Like, do we say shit that make it like that? Yes. But in reality, most of us, a good total of us, don't see that shit. You and me are two of those people where...
I mean, dude, I'm ace. So,
still,
for fuck's sake, I really don't even touch this type of subject.
I'm just saying, still. Like... You still don't want women's fucking social liberties. Like,
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying.
The fact I even said it, I said social liberties.
No, we don't want any liberties taken, for God's sake. Like, seriously, I mean, you know me, man. I'm like, I want people to have the ability to vote. I want freedom of religion. I want everybody to be able to carry. I want everybody to be able to smoke weed. Personally, I believe in legalizing all these psychedelic drugs. Because I'm like, shoot, like, not decriminalized. And I also basically believe in legalizing sex work. Because it's like, shoot, you want to do you, boo? Do it.
Yeah. Basically, we are the people who want the lives that everybody else keeps dreaming about, but don't want to take the actual steps to do it. Because you vote, or you don't either vote for the dumb people who say they'll do this for you and then don't, or you vote for the idiot who wants to take away all that shit because he says you can fucking carry a gun, or you just don't vote in general. Which, for this, please go vote. Go vote so that way, at least state-wise, the shit can't be fucking illegal. Like, that is my platform for this shit. Yes, I'm a man, but I'm saying this shit for everybody out there because I support women no matter what. Do y'all get on my nerves sometimes? Yes. When it comes to dating and shit and just fucking life in general, yeah. Like, women to me sometimes are hassles. And I fucking say that. Yes, and I say that. But at the same time, I will never go against the grain and be like, oh, women don't deserve this, that, blah, blah, blah. Never will. I will never say that shit. Especially when it comes to rights like this. Now, if it's dumb shit where it's like, oh, I deserve fucking like...
I deserve you to pay for the dinner and shit. Like...
Or like... I'll say that, or be like, oh, well, I deserve fucking $3,000 for like child support or some shit like that. I was like, you kind of going a little bit too far.
Kill that man.
Exactly. I would like, fucking, like, going a little bit too far with a lot of shit. Like, getting help with the kid, yes. Going as far as trying to get back at the guy, which I like, yes. Should he be having to fucking give child support? Yes. And the way shit is fucking getting expensive, yes. They should have to pay. The shit should be like fucking trying to get an apartment like 3 times or whatever the shit is. But like I said, it's certain things where it's like women should get, and I support you with that. Certain things where it's more minute, I'm just like, you kind of lost me there. But when it's stuff like at least mid to high shit like this, where it's like we deserve to be heard, we deserve, rights for this and that. Yes, go for it. I completely fucking support you with this shit. Like even and like the whole like women should walk out, but you're able to go outside shirtless and topless or whatever. I was kind of like iffy on that one because I kind of saw what the hell that shit was gonna go, but still supported you. And it wasn't even a thing of I'm trying to see titties and shit. It was like, hey, guys can do it. I don't fucking do it because I'm fat. But I'm like, hey, if women want to do it, fucking do it. Like, you gotta think. Like, I come from, like, I hang with people and I see shit on the fucking regular to where I'm already desensitized from the shit. I see girls already where they're fucking wearing like fucking fishnet mesh t-shirts and shit with no bra on and fucking pasties and stuff. Like, this is the world we live in right now. So I'm like, I'm kind of out of it. Like, there's no such thing as just like it.
There's no such thing as true moral anymore.
Yeah.
There's not. Like, am I hitting the nail on the head
Yes,
there? There's just no such thing as true moral anymore. And it's just reaching the point. I mean, the best thing people can do nowadays is review their basic human rights, build on top of that, and review the amendments because, shit, we're just in a full point where, hell. And fun fact, people, your human rights aren't listed within the human constitution, like within the United States Constitution. There's actually a worldwide thing listed that countries have agreed on that are basic human rights.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. Trust me, it's worth a read. There's more than fuck.
But shit needs to be changed. Not just in America, not just in fucking North America, South America, like the entire world. Shit needs to fucking change. There are, if women have like a limited amount of voice here, there are countries where women have entirely no voice. So that shit needs to change. Like, it definitely does need to change. Women have a right to speak and say what they want, and I agree with that. Is it now? This is where it's gonna be. This is where I'm gonna say something funny and stupid. What?
Is there a way to take an intermission after this?
I mean, we can end it after this.
Okay, I was talking about an intermission, but shoot, that works.
Yeah. But I want to say this, and it's going to be fucked up, and I know where I'm coming from with this. I'm like, women do deserve to be heard, especially when it comes to, like, actual big issues. That should just be commonplace. There should never be a thing of, oh, well, you're a woman, like, your opinion doesn't matter. Like, no. Like, and listen to what I said. When it is a topic that needs to be talked about, that is important, that could change the fabric. I'm gonna say the fabric of fucking history, but that can help.
The basis for human rights.
Yeah, basis for human rights and stuff like that. Women need to be heard more than fucking men. I will definitely say that shit wholeheartedly, because as men, we see things from a certain viewpoint. Women see things from a certain viewpoint too. And we need all kinds of fucking viewpoint, when it comes to government, when it comes to communities, anything. We need, we need women, we need people of color, we need different genders and sex and shit, like sexual preferences and all that stuff in everything. It doesn't need to be old white man who was born in like the 1920s.
Get the geriatrics out of Congress. It's not a retirement home. Implement term limits. Say bye-bye to Hillary, Bill, all of them. Thank you.
I was cool with Bill.
Bill was cool, but I'm like, dude,
I would have been
fine. Poor man's lived with Hillary for how long?
I would have been fine with Hillary, to be honest with you. Like, I'd voted for Hillary. And it wasn't just, oh, as a female.
No, I get you. You know my stance on the military policy. That was the whole reason I was against her.
Yeah. Like, I would have been I would have been happy if fucking Hillary would have been in office, because it was like it would have been Barack who was the first black president, and then Hillary going to be the first woman president.
It's like I told you though, man. The president's just a seat of power. It can't do much. And
I see that
they're
now.
on the same side.
Yeah.
Like that's.
No, I get like I see that now. Like when I got older, but I was 18 when I first got to fucking vote, and it was for Hillary.
I signed up for the army, so you know my route.
Yeah.
Like
I was in cop. Actually, no. When I first voted, I was 22. I didn't even get to vote for fucking Barack. So like, yeah, Hillary was the one person I was able to vote for, because I wasn't even old enough to vote for Barack yet. I had legit turned like 17, 8. I like turned 18 when he was already in office for his second term. So with this, like I said, and I'm about to end the podcast, but I would say this: ladies, women, you have people who are on your side. You have allies. Yes, there are a lot of fucking dumb idiots who try to say that, oh, this is fair, or we don't see anything wrong with it. No. Me and Jake, and possibly other guys too, see that there is something wrong with this. And this is not going to be the end of it. This is just one step. It is one step out of many. This is a hop, skip, and a jump from something that can be cataclysmic.
I showed you the list.
Yeah.
Of like the downflow. Like seriously, man, reaching the deal where Plan B is banned, contraception's banned, anti-sodomy law, anti-gay marriage, anti-Jim Crow. I mean, for Jim Crow. Like, and shit, it goes, like, seriously, these are the estimates that basically people have laid out, and it's easy to see.
Yeah. But today is not a day of celebration. I, for one, like, 4th of July is coming next week, or the week after, whatever. I'm not celebrating that shit. I'm not.
I mean, people are saying basically cut off the buy program for the 3rd through the 5th. Don't buy anything. Don't buy gas. Don't do anything. Freeze the economy.
Yeah, because that's gonna be the big thing. Is like, oh, we got fireworks. We got this. I'm like, no, like I ain't buying shit. I'll make sure that whole week, I'll make sure I have shit in the house.
It's the circus of distraction, dude.
Yeah.
End of day.
I mean, it always is.
That's how they calm the masses back in medieval days. Basically, they bring a circus or something through to calm them down, distract them, entertain them.
And for us to like try to compare it, it's always some stupid fucking celebrity bullshit. You know, we had that with, and I don't want to call this bullshit, but we had that with, you know, Caitlyn Jenner being on the cover of like Sports Illustrated or whatever. Because it was like that same day, it was like a huge, it was like supposed to be like a bill that was being discussed and going to be passed, and it was like, oh well, how can we disguise this? Caitlyn Jenner on the cover of fucking Sports Illustrated.
I mean, we got 3 different things going on right now: gas price rise, Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial verdict. And
Well, the gas is now starting to go down.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's like $4.39 right now.
Wait, where? Everywhere I've looked, it's still $4.59.
Dude, I got gas like $4.39 in town.
Jesus.
I'm not even joking.
You'll have to tell me that place. Okay.
But yeah, it's you have allies no matter what. Now, don't come after us being like, oh well, you don't get this. You know, I'm like, no. We're saying on this podcast, like, yes, we're not women. We don't fully understand it, but we still support because it's fucked up. And like I said on the start of this podcast, as a black man in modern America, who I'm right there with y'all. My rights can be fucking taken away tomorrow. So I do get it from a certain aspect. Do I get it fully of like being a woman? No. But being a person of color who lives in the fucking modern world, who has seen what they've done to my people, the same thing that they did to women, literally about from 80 to 100 years ago. I get it from that aspect of the world, and I see where women are coming from with this, because like I said in my Facebook post, this is a slippery slope from something becoming something that shouldn't be an issue into something being fucking cataclysmic and a fucking problem. It starts with this and it ends with basically women having no rights and going back to what they were in the fucking 1920s and 30s and shit. And I, as a man and just as a person in general, don't want that.
When did women's suffrage get passed in Giant Bell? That'll be something I'll look up for later on.
But that is the show, everybody. I know it was a downer, but that kind of is the point of the Negative Degree podcast, is to let people, like, have people hear shit that they don't want to fucking hear. Because this is the truth. This isn't fucking a fantasy. This isn't the world is going to get better. No, like, if we want to get better, we need to do it on our own. And it's either going to be by vote or most likely by riot and by force. It just depends on what the next fucking couple years or the next decade is going to be. But with that being said, I'm DJ Frostbite. This has been Jake.
Yo.
Everybody, stay negative, my friends.